Well, um, being that we've been in existence for 60 years, I definitely feel a lot more passion about my heritage because it's not that there's any less value to somebody who's been around for 5 months, but with it being that much like in my blood and in my bones, so to speak. Um, like the convention has been around for the same amount of years that my grandparents have been doing this. So like I have so much respect for it. And, I tell people like a lot of the kids in this business are like, oh, I just can't stand this stuff. Well, I put braces on my teeth and, paid for my college tuition. So not just from that, but, it's done a lot for me. And I just have such a respect for like the people back in the early days all the way up until now. And so on top of that, I've started to actually, be not just a part of it, but people on the stage with me are turning to me and asking, like they actually need me now, I think. And it feels that way at least. And that's a pretty cool feeling, to actually finally feel a part. Not just like a little extra piece for fun in a dress, but, like a really necessity, a real part. Well, I'm an English major, sociology and linguistics in there. I did officially, I wrote a book before I was 22. So I wrote my grandpa's How to Keep a Crowd Listening and Laughing. Check it out. That was a plug. So I got to write that. I've written stuff in some of like Gloria's Christmas books and cookbooks and the Homecoming Bible. I've written in the Bible now. So that's been cool. But then in school, I really fell in love with the linguistics and sociological side because I wanted to tell people stories the way in which they would tell them. So, my gramps, we're not the hoppers, we're the hoppas. And I really wanted to figure out a way to pick up the dialects based on your sociological experience and compile that all into your biography. And that's what I'm focusing on in school. Well, when he's in a good mood, Pop. Clawhopper is the man. Michael. Sometimes he like jets off to Russia and we don't know about it. Me. Dad is very emotional, actually, especially since, he's done great since he had his strokes, and that was, just such like a miracle, everything that, he came out of that and is the way he is now. But he's very emotional, and he's so tender-hearted, and I love that he's like that because we can really bond. Not that he wasn't that way before, but he really wants to kind of be the stern one, but then if you look at him the right way, he just kind of falls apart. So I think Mom, in her own right, is just waving the iron fist. And my sister is not, she's not falling for that stuff. Next question. Oh gosh. Well, in the last hour, I would say at least 60 times. I think that, there's a misconception with being 10 and a half years apart. Actually, you just fight about everything because I've already been through all this stuff, so I'm trying to help her, and she thinks I have no idea, and she doesn't want any part of it. We're working through it. Duh. I think I'm hilarious. I mean, like, I think I'm really funny. I tell a lot of jokes. I laugh at all of them, too. So, do you hear crickets?